Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Asad and welcome back to this series of Learning Python for Everyone. I'm super excited because we have covered quite a lot in Python and I'm sure you will be confident to read basic scripts of Python. In this one, we'll talk about strings quite in detail. Now there is a lot of things that you could do in strings. I have mentioned some of them that we'll cover in the upcoming videos. These are the attributes that will cover for strings. If you don't know what strings are, I would strongly recommend going back to the video list and then look for the strings. In general, strings are any textual information that we give enclosed by single quotation or double quotation. So this is a string, right? And it could also be single string. So this is also a string. And that's how we write textual information in Python. Sometimes the textual information contains double string or single string within the text. How to do that? If I normally do it, simply saying, oh, there is some information such as in Shia Islam, the rules are closely associated with Imam Jafar. Now, if you notice even the color scheme, that the textual information are green up till this point, then it went white, and then there are two quotation, even though I want all of this into be one quotation. Let's print it out to see what it actually does. If I print my info and run it, do you see invalid syntax? And what is invalid syntax? It says this line of info is invalid, and it points out my errors here that this particular thing becomes an invalid. That's because Python just start from one quotation mark. In this case, it is starting with double, and look for the very next double quotation mark here. So it technically thinks that your textual information is finished up till this point. But soon after you write another text, that's why within the same line, that's why it's confused that what is going on. To do that, all you have to do is write an escape character, we call it. Now, what is an escape character? It's just a slash like that. As you see, the color scheme changes again. Because I need this to be my quotation mark from all the way end as well, so I'll make this a escape character as well. So what it means is when I printed, let me just show you the results first. There you go. In Shia Islam, the rules are closely associated with Imam Jafar. Now here, if you notice, there are double quotation with this noun. That is because when Python is running the script, it is looking for double quotation, but as soon as this comes, the backward slash, it escaped the character. It does not recognize it as a text ending. It went along the line, again another escape character, so it will ignore this one as well and then look for a double quotation. Hope that makes sense. This is how we used escape character. There's another thing that you could do. We could say there's a long list of text and I actually don't know whether something is written in there or not. So what I'll do is I'll say just we call it whether rules is in info. All I'm saying is a plain text information that you would speak in English as well, that whether this word rules is in info. Let me run it and see what it does. It says true. Now this returns a Boolean statement, whether true or false, saying whether this particular string that you're searching for is in this long string. And it is very precise as well. So think about it. If I make it just rule, it says true as well because it is searching for every single character, and up till this point it is true that this information is in info. So it is very precise. You could literally search for anything in there to see whether something is in there or not. If I do Imam Jafar, let's see if it does in there. Do you see it? True, because it is searching the whole string, and up till this point everything is still there, right? But if I make one as an extra m in there, now false, because it is trying to find this whole string in there. In this one, it is not the case because there is extra M in your scenario. So that's how we work, whether we want to work out something is in the string or not in the string. Now, we have talked about slicing and indexing quite a lot, and I'm pretty sure you would be able to guess how to do it, but if not, please refer back to the videos. But in this case, let's say I want to print not every information, but info square bracket. That basically means I'm slicing it out. I'm saying, you know what, give me the 6th character in this particular one. If I run it, it says it's A. Now, how it is A? Because remember, Python start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6th character is actually A. That's how it works, the slicing. You don't want to maybe just find out one character. Maybe you want to find this whole Shia word. It could be, so if this is 6th, it will be 5th, 4, and 3rd. Maybe let's do 3 till 4. You would notice something strange in there, that it did not put A. That is because if you remember in our last video, we talked about whenever you're working indexing, it finish a word before it, not including this upper limit. So if you want to include the A, you have to go one step forward. And if I run it now, there you go, the word Shia is printed. Since we have talked about all of this, that's why I'm going quicker. If you want to go in detail, please refer back to the videos. I can actually iterate through all of this text as well, which is quite interesting. Let's say if I say, again, we have done the for loop, so I'll just say for word, or maybe character, just to make it more realistic, character in info print character, right? If I do that and print it out, let's see what it prints. It print every single character in my information. And even a space is considered a character in Python, so all of this is there. You can clearly see it might be useful in some cases, it might not be useful in other cases depending on what you're doing, but that's how you work out the iteration, which is for every character in this text, print that character. And you can just simply write down like that. So that's basically how we do iterate. The next one is length. Now, length is quite straightforward. All you do is, let me print out, but before that, let me show you length of what? Of info. So all it will do is count the number of characters in length. But to show that result, as you might have guessed it, I have to print it out in my terminal. So let me print this out, and it will say there are 66 characters altogether in this particular string. The last one in this video is string concatenation. Now, that simply means that if there are two words, maybe word 1 is Imam, and maybe word 2 is Jafar, and I want to write both of them together, I could literally say Imam, name it anything you want, right? Imam, maybe make it more realistic, 6th Imam name equals to word 1 add word 2, as simple as that. If I print this 6th Imam name, you will notice something strange there. Do you see Imam Jafar is without any space? That is because in my string, Imam, after that there's no space, Jafar, there's no space here as well. So what I could do, I could either add a space here or a space here and then print it out. Now you would notice there is a space, or if I want to make my life complicated, I could just say word, I don't know, 3 is equal to a space. Let me make it 2, this is 3, and just simply word 2 plus word 3. So what it'll do now is do Imam space and Jafar. So let's run it. again Imam Jafar, whichever way you fancy, whichever way you want to do it. That's how basically string concatenation works. So I have covered quite a lot in this video, but that is only because we have covered in detail these individual techniques. So that's why I was hoping that you find it simpler. If not, please place down the comment below, pause the video, practice all of them, and then if you're struggling with something, let me know. We can debug the code together. Till then, keep practicing, take care, and goodbye.